So let's do correction. Let's do correction to this assignment on the board. Let's do correction. So the first step that we need to take is to find the what? The summation of horizontal components. The summation of horizontal components. Then we should not forget that horizontal components equal to what? F cos theta. Horizontal component is F cos theta. Then what is the meaning of horizontal component? That is your force towards the direction of what? Of horizontal axis, which is x axis. Force towards the direction of what? Of x axis is called horizontal component. So on this diagram, so we can see that this side is what? Is horizontal. This is horizontal line. This is our horizontal line. We call it what? X axis. We call it x axis. So this is x axis. Then our vertical line, which is known as vertical component, is the y axis. This is y axis. Then we should not forget the what? The direction. The direction of what? Of each component or each angle. We should not forget the direction of what? Of each force. Now, don't forget that at this side, from here down to this place is positive x axis. From here down to this place is positive x axis. So let's put plus x. Now, from here down here, from this down to this place is what? Positive y axis. So let's put positive here. So from here down to this place is negative x axis. This is negative x axis. So why this one is what? The negative y axis. Negative y axis. So the positive and the negative determines what? The direction of the force. That positive and negative is talking about what? The direction of the force. Now to calculate our horizontal component is Fx. Why did I call it Fx? Horizontal component is Fx because this force inclined, the first force. Let's look at this tool, for example, Newton, which is the force. This force inclined at an angle 50 towards this what? Horizontal line. This is horizontal line. So when a force inclined at an angle towards what? Horizontal line, we call it what? Fx. We call it Fx. Now to find Fx, you use what? You use F cos theta. Fx is what? Is F cos theta. So Fx is the what? Is the horizontal component. Now the first thing that you are going to do is to find the sum of the horizontal components. So you are going to resolve what? You are going to resolve each forces into their what? Into their horizontal and what? Vertical components. You resolve each forces into their horizontal and vertical component. That is the meaning of what? The sum of the what? Of the horizontal components. Now let's look for the sum of the horizontal component for this question. So we are going to look for summation Fx. Summation Fx. So our F1, that is the first force, is what? Is 10 Newton. The first force is 10 Newton. Then this 10 Newton is already at the what? At the positive axis. So the direction of this force is what? Is positive. Now, the first force is F, which is 10 Newton. So we are going to call it, since our force is what? Is positive, it should be F cos, so we call it F1, then cos theta 1. Cos theta 1. Then let's move to F2. So you are going to trace this F2 towards x axis. Don't forget that what we are looking for is Fx. We are looking for Fx. So you are going to trace what? F2 towards what? X axis. Now F2 to the direction of x axis is positive. We have positive x. So it will give us plus then F2 cos theta 2. F2 cos theta 2. Then let's move to F3. This is F3. Then you are going to trace this F3 towards x-axis. Don't forget that we are looking for what? Fx. Fx. Now trace this F3 towards what? X-axis. Now towards x-axis is negative. Our x is negative. So that will be minus F3 then cos theta 3. Then the next one, we are done with this, then we come to this side. Now let's look at our F. Our F, which is 16. Forget about the F, but F4. You trace this F4 towards x-axis. Don't forget that we are looking for Fx. Now trace F4 towards x-axis. So towards this x-axis is what? Is positive. That will be plus F4 cos theta 4. F4 cos theta 4. Then the last one is what? Is this. The last one is this. But if you look at this angle is towards the what? The vertical axis. This angle theta is towards the vertical axis. So this F5 is the owner of this angle theta. But our angle theta is towards what? Y-axis, that is the vertical axis. Then we need it towards the what? The horizontal axis. So it shows that we are going to calculate this angle. From here down to this place is 90 degrees. So 90 minus 30 will give us 60. Now to get our Fx, you are going to use angle 60, not angle 30. You use angle 60. Now let's trace F5. F5 towards what? X-axis. F5 towards x-axis. Our x-axis is what? Is positive. X direction is positive. So we are going to say plus F5 cos theta 5. F5 cos theta 5. So that is the summation of Fx. Then we start bringing what? Those values in. Any question on that before I proceed, learners? Any question on that? Rhoda, you are welcome. I can see you. Rhoda, you are welcome. So let's start solving now. Let's look for what is our F1. F1 is 10 Newton. So summation Fx equal to our F1. F1 is 10 Newton. Then cos. Then what is theta 1? Can we see that there is no angle on this what? On this horizontal line. There is no angle theta on this horizontal line. So when an angle inclined on what? Horizontal line. Angle of inclination on horizontal line is what? Is 0. Angle of inclination on horizontal line is what? Is 0. So it shows that our angle theta equal to 0. Then plus F2. What is F2? F2 equal to 12 Newton. That will be 12, then cos. Then what is theta 2? Theta 2 is 50 degrees. Then minus F3. What is F3? F3 equal to 20 Newton. 20, then cos. What is theta 3? Theta 3 equal to 40. Then plus, what is F4? F4 equal to what? 16. F4 equal to 16. Then cos. Then what is theta 4? Angle 4. You can see that this F4, that is this force, is on what? On vertical line. So the vertical inclination, horizontal angle on a vertical inclination is always what? Equal to 90 degrees. it is equal to 90 degrees. So this is a vertical line, so the angle will be equal to 90 degrees. So followed by, this is a F4. So followed by F5. Our F equal to 15 plus 15. Then cos. Then what is our theta? Theta equal to 60. Because this angle what? This force inclined at this angle towards what? Towards x-axis. So our angle equal to 60. So we can use calculator now to simplify. Please, let's keep tapping, learners. Let's keep on tapping. Abiodun Fatai, you are welcome. Please, let's keep tapping, learners. So what is cos 0? Cos 0. So times this one will give us 10. Summation fx equal to 10 plus, then what is cos 50? Cos 50, then multiply by 12. That is 7.71. Then minus cos 40 multiplied by 20. Cos 40 multiplied by 20. That is 15.32. 15.32. Then followed by cos 90 multiplied by 16. That will be 0. Cos 90 multiplied by 16 will give us 0 plus 0. Then the last one is cos 60 multiplied by 15. Cos 60. If you are with your calculator, you can start solving. If you are with your calculator, solve along with me. Cos 60 multiplied by 15 equal to 7.5 plus 7.5. So which is equal to this one will give us 17.71. 17.71 plus 7.5. 17.71 plus 7.5, then minus 15.32. 15.32 equal to 9.89. Equal to 9.89. So that is the summation of fx. So the summation of fx equal to 3.89. So let's write it here. Summation fx equal to 9.89 Newton. So let's look for summation fy.